Hello, everybody. Yes, sir. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on my Facebook page. We have a lot of opportunities that we are bringing them to you so that you can choose and also find a better way of finding some opportunities that are arising in Asia and also in other parts of the world. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you would have done a great job for others. And you're not doing this only for yourself, but you're doing for others because that means that other people will also be following and they will get some assistance on how things should move from one place to another. So, like we are living in a global world, in a global economy. So, everything now is intertwined, and we need to take advantage of the situation that is happening because people are needed in other parts of the world. Who would have thought that people would travel from as far as Zimbabwe to Asia looking for job opportunity? Did you dream of that thing before? Nobody. But things are becoming a reality as we are now entering the the modernization, and we have done that. We are already in the modernization period, and also industrialization was taking place, and there is a lot of modernity and modernization is happening around the world. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because if you don't subscribe, you would have done a disservice to the channel. So I'm coming to you so that we can help each other and help you how to find some opportunities around the world. You cannot only focus on the opportunities only in your country where you are now. You need to get the world globalized, and also a lot of things that you need from other countries, because of there are different systems and different technologies, and also a lot of things that people might want in their own countries, because we cannot just be left behind and then things start moving when people are already at the advanced stage. So it's our chance and it's our opportunity to make sure that we get there where we are moving together in the same direction, and also we keep on intact as a world and keep on contact and have making friends from abroad, and also friends across the world. So things are becoming easier now, unlike before. When we were growing up, we had uh, a lot of problems in terms of getting, like, for example, let me just give an example, a little bit, some of example. When I came to this country, some, let's say, when was that? 2007. That time, okay, like I was finding some jobs online, and when I tried to, I had to go to the internet cafe, and that time, we didn't have computers, but the internet cafes, well, there were so many of them, and you could go in there and pay some money and get maybe, for example, you would pay like $1 per hour, or $2 for 2 hours. That's how we used to do that before this technology of phones and smartphones, and also computers and a lot of things. Now everything is like you can anything, do anything in your home. So this is what is happening now. But during my time, so when I wanted um, to find a job here in this part of the world, I had to go to the internet cafe, and like they would say, provide your phone number, so I could write my resume and then send my email to the school here. And you know what? The problem is, like, when they phoned me, they used to call me. They called me, but we had the problems. Of course, we had the problems for communication. So because when they uh, wanted me to go and teach to their school, but you know, it was like you had to apply online. So they had no number. They had no phone number because they got to apply to their website and so on, and we couldn't get and I couldn't get detailed information about like phone number and also email, but you could just send the application letter uh, through their website. So we couldn't phone. So they are the ones who, because I had sent my application letter with the phone number, and they are the ones who were supposed to call me. That's what happened during that time when I came here. That was around 2007. So what they did is uh, when they saw my email, they looked at my CV, okay, and they were interested. So they had to call me, because of that time, internet problems and also phone number, to get a phone was, that time, 2007, they were not very, very popular during that time. So what I did was, then they phoned me when I was using another phone. They called me, but we couldn't, hear each other because, problem was language barrier. We couldn't hear each other quite well. So, but so when he phoned me, and I was speaking English. He was speaking their native language, so we couldn't get to understand each other about that. So he just gave up. But I wanted to get this job. I wanted to get it. So what I did was that, the phone number just appeared on my phone, so I had to save the number, and also call the number. All the time when I call, it was like, the number I've dialed is not available at the moment. The number I've dialed is not available. The number, it was like, I wanted to call this number so they get there, but I knew that this person couldn't speak English. But I tried. I don't know. I just wanted to say some simple English so that this person, but he didn't understand even a single word. That was the problem. That was then. That was at that time. Because what I'm trying to say here, I want to tell you about modernization, industrialization, and also the technologies that we are having now, totally different from the ones that we used to have before. So when I I decided that no, we lost contact because of this communication problem. Then I said, okay, no problem. I said I had to uh, take my bags to come to Beijing with that number. With that number, so I went to Beijing. But when during the time, it was quite okay. It was not very difficult as it is now to get a job. So that time when I arrived in Beijing, you know, there was one like an agent who was in Beijing, and I still remember his name. His name was I know his English name, but he could speak English. So he said, and then I before I took the plane to Beijing, and then I talked to this guy, and I said, right, you know what is gonna happen? I'm coming to Beijing, and you as an agent. Because of course as agents they needed money, so I had to pay some money. So I came to Beijing, and then he for that time when I arrived in Beijing, I arrived. It was like on was it on Friday or some, yeah, around Friday. So it was like late, and they couldn't work on weekend. So that means that I had to see him on Monday, and my resources were quite were limited. So the financial resources were limited. So I had to stay in the hotel. So I would stay in that time. It was a little bit expensive. Yeah, in that time it was okay because people could live any hotel they wanted. So when I arrived in Beijing, and then I found this guy, and then he said it's okay. We're gonna meet on Monday because there are some. We know that time when I came to China, that time, you know what the system was like this. Because that time many foreigners were in Beijing. That's where they had these agents. A lot of these agents were most of them were in Beijing because they could get foreigners because that's the capital city, and people would arrive there and then they would so they were agents were just like the go between, so they would know some provinces where they need teachers, so they were contacted by these schools in other provinces, and then just like that, and then they would say, oh, we've got another teacher here, so they would arrange, or you're gonna go to this school, blah blah, in this place, you take a train and do like this. So when I arrived in Beijing, and there it was on a Friday, and then I had to wait for some days, because of my limited, because I was also eager to get a job during the time because my resources were limited, so I thought that I was just coming like same day, and maybe the next day I would get a job as soon as possible. But it was a weekend, and so it was a weekend. It was on Friday, of course, but I had to talk to the guy on Monday. Then what happened on Monday was that he called me to the office because there were some people. Now, there were some people from other provinces because they respect Beijing a lot because they think that Beijing, that's where there's everything, So they think that if you are doing things from Beijing, they think, oh, Beijing is an international standard city. So they trusted Beijing. So all the agents, those who were getting foreigners from abroad, they would distribute them, or you just send them to schools. And because these schools, they used to pay these agents, and we also used to pay these agents. That was the so the agents were getting double money. Okay, so when I arrived in Beijing in that 2007, and there were some employers who were coming from various provinces to get to the first day to go to these agents. So these agents would tell them that, oh, okay, come, you employers, come on this day. We've got so many foreigners, you can come and pick. Because at that time, on a Monday, we were about 4 foreigners. I still remember myself, another one from Kenya, another from Ethiopia, another one from, I'm not quite sure, but it's quite a long time now. It's about 15 years ago. So there were about 4 or 5 foreigners, 4 including me. So on a Monday, it was on a Monday, and then they said, what are you gonna do? We've got the employers coming. They are already here, so they want to get their a teacher here. So in fact, there was there were three let's say schools that wanted one foreign teacher. So these are 3 because these employees used to come at different times. So this time, these were 3 employees. They were looking for one foreign teacher, and this one foreign teacher was supposed to teach in these 3 schools. Like they would say, this week, this foreigner teaches in this place for 1 week, then another week for another school. So I don't know why I don't know why they did that. Really, I don't know why they did that because I don't know why they did that, or maybe they didn't want to pay much money because, like, for example, during that time we could get 2007, like we could get maybe 5,000-6,000. Yeah, but at that time things were very cheap that time, right? So maybe each school would pay maybe 2,000, right? Goes for 3, and they'll get 6,000. That was a lot of money during that time because things were very cheap that time. Okay, so that's what happened during that time, and then you know what happened. Now, these three employers from the same province, but different cities. So you could go to this city and teach, and then go to another city for 1 week and teach, and again another, the third. That's like I said. I don't know why they were doing that. One school could have, if that school was able to. Uh, I think they that, but I don't know why they had to spend one, like even 2 weeks without a foreign teacher going to another school. And I don't know why they made that arrangement. Maybe they were sister schools. I don't know. Maybe they were sister schools, but I didn't get much into detail about that. Right. So we were in Beijing, and you know what happened in Beijing? Oh my goodness. My goodness. That was the first time when I had to do this. But before I say about what happened later, I will tell you in another video what happened. I'll just check on my video. I'll tell you what happened on that day, on a Monday, when I like when I did this demo and the tricks that I did there, I would tell you, and I would tell you who went to that, who was employed. These three employers, they wanted one foreigner to go and did them. We were five, and 4 or 5 foreigners after doing the demo class. I will tell you what happened. Just keep watching. I'll be sending you another video to show you about what really happened, what transpired on that day. I will tell you that. Okay. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please do that for others and do it for yourself. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, share and like, and also follow on my Facebook page. And I'll be giving you a lot of information about this. So stay tuned. I will be posting about what happened on that day, on a Monday. Thank you. See you in the next video.